So pre-season 5, we was invited to take part in the Las Americas Invitational Trophy. We played in that. It was a good opportunity to field our new signings and try out a few different youth team players. Managed to get all the way to the final against a Brazilian team, Grêmio, and won that 2-0. Here we are lifting the trophy. Always nice to start off the season with a win of some description. A couple of weeks later, another trophy followed, the Community Shield. As league winners, we played FA Cup winners Arsenal. 2-1, we won that to pick up the Community Shield and start the season with 2 trophies. Great start to life on world-class level. Our debut season in the UEFA Champions League sees us pitted into Group F, where we will face Real Madrid, CSKA Moscow and Besiktas. Real Madrid is obviously going to be the standout tie there. It'll be great to go to the Bernabeu, see that stadium in all its glory, hear that Champions League anthem and test ourselves against one of the best teams in the game on world class. That'll be interesting to see how that goes. Okay, here is an update on Season 5. Just going to pop into the squad screen now and show you the current starting 11. We've got Gomez, last season's 31 goal superstar up top with Brewster. Brewster's playing an absolute stormer this season. Pedro Chirivella signed from Liverpool in the summer, playing in the centre attacking midfield role. Moses Simon out on the left still. Nicolas Pepe signed on a free from Arsenal out on the right, relegating Adama Traore to the bench. Cyprian in the centre defensive midfield role. Vinagre signed on a free from Wolves at left back. Got absolute blistering pace, as you can see on the right there. Pace 96, defending, dribbling 89. Foyt signed from Spurs for 40 million at centre back there, partnering Coletta Carr, and Pacini at right back there. And Lunin, new signing, 88 rated goalkeeper from Real Madrid, signed on a free also in the summer. Subs, we've got Perraud, a left back there. Mason Greenwood, who is on loan from Manchester United for 2 years, is in his second year there. Adama Traore, Nelson Semedo, backup right back Quiroga, Bruno Viana at centre back, and Carl Schinkel. Carl Schinkel is actually a youth player that come through our academy at 18 years old. He's now 20 or 21, I believe, but he's been playing really well. He's really starting to break into the squad. Big absolute unit of a player, a bit of a hybrid between someone like Peter Crouch and the Hulk. He's massive. Also Miguel Cruz come through the youth academy also at 21 years old. Only rated 62 at the moment, but playing well above his stats. The times he has come on in the game, he's even started a few games. His performances were that good. Certainly going to be looked to integrate him more in the coming months. So that's the squad with the new signings. I'm just going to pop into transfers now, because as you can see, we are it's the 1st of December, so approaching January. So I've lined up in my transfer and scouting network instructions to scout for a left midfielder and also any other position. Who's got less than 1 year on his contract, between the ages of 23 to 25. I'm looking for a backup for or a replacement on the left wing for Moses Simon, because although he scored a few goals, his performances haven't been as brilliant as they were last season. He's starting to annoy me a little bit. So these are some of the players that have been returned for that search, whose contracts will be within 6 months from expiring in January, so are free to approach on a free pre-contract signing. Takafesa Kubo from Real Madrid. I'm scouting him at the moment. 6 days left of that. You can see his stats on the right. They look potentially really good, but some of the yellow and red stats, I need a bit more information on those before we possibly look to bring him in. Rodrigo looks like one hell of a player. Acceleration 96, sprint speed 92, agility 99, attacking positioning 89, ball control 89, dribbling 99, finishing at 84. Looks like one hell of a player. Why the hell Real Madrid are letting him run down into his last 6 months, I'll never know. If we go on there, you can see he's match fit. His contract's expiring in 7 months. He's valued at 99 million. and his wage is 210k. So, you know, we've shortlisted him to possibly sign in January on a free, but the wages I think are going to be a stumbling block. Unless for some miraculous way that we can get him on a cut price deal, we're not going to be able to afford to bring him in. So I'll just jump across to the transfer hub and show you the players that I've shortlisted for attention in January. Juan Ferreira there, Jesus Ferreira there, a backup striker. Martin Odegaard in central attacking midfield role, 88 rated, still only 25, available coming up, well, he will be within his 6 months, so he'll be coming up on a free. John Yeboah, only 77, I'm probably going to remove him from the list actually, because he's not what I'm looking for. Romario Barrow, 83 rated right midfielder, can play left midfield as well, he's got some good stats. And of course Rodrigo that we just mentioned, so we'll see what happens with those come January. Okay, we'll head in now, just take a look at the league table. We're at match day 14 in the Premier League, and here we are in 7th place. Actually played 13 games, won 8, drawn 1, lost 4, plus 5 goal difference, 25 points, just hovering outside the European places, 9 points off the Liverpool at the top. But as mentioned, we are on world-class level now, so much harder competition. I think we're doing pretty well for our debut season on world-class, and just to show you, just to prove, there we go, world-class level. Moved up to world-class after winning the Premier League last season on professional. Was a logical progression, and the game is much harder. You just do not get as much space. Little turns and things that you could do on professional and skip past players, you just can't do on world class. So it is a learning curve, but the games are so much more rewarding and so much more challenging, which is ultimately what I was after. We'll just pop in and have a look at the top scorers there. That's top scorers in the Premier League. You can see Neymar at Manchester United, they signed him for 160 million in the summer. He's top of the table with 15 goals, but Brewster right there behind him with 12 goals in 13 games. Extremely prolific, as you'll see in some of the goals coming up in the clip at the end of this video. Quick look in our objectives that the board set for us at the beginning of the season. Finish the season with a profit of 67.5 million, already achieved that. Gained 31.5 million earnings from shirt sales, done that. Largely thanks to the players that we signed, the new big name signings. And finishing a Champions League place, currently 7th, so still got that to achieve. And if we just pop into the finances section, you'll be able to see what I was talking about with the shirt sales, etc. Where are we? Merchandising, 47 million, there we go, making up a large chunk of our income. Transactions, there we go, player shirt sales. Highest selling shirts, Brewster, Greenwood and Pepe. Just under 2 million shirts sold, earning us 47.4 million, which is 34% of our yearly income. And you can see the lovely new home kit in the middle there, designed by myself with the NHS logo emblazoned across it, which is pretty appropriate for the times that we are in. Budget at the moment, I've got 88 million to spend, 336k on wages. Obviously I can boost that up, take that up to almost nearly 100 million, or bring it down and give myself more wages. So the potential is there to be able to afford Rodrigo's wages, but we'll see what happens. How about that? So that is where we are at match week 13/14 in season 5, world class in the Premier League with Crystal Palace. That's all for now. Okay, this first clip shows Kiravella play a lovely through slide pass for Brewster, and Brewster using his pace to dart away from the defender and finish neatly in the bottom corner. Pace is such an essential asset in this game, and Brewster's got abundance of it there showing. This second clip just shows the quality of the AI. Spurs playing some gorgeous football, one touch, passing round the back of me. I couldn't get anywhere near them. Quick give and go. Little shimmy here on the ball, just take it around my defender, and an absolutely amazing save from my new keeper signing, Lunin there. Third clip is another example of how important it is to have pace in this game on the high levels. Brewster again latching on, accelerating past the defender and a tidy finish into the bottom corner. This one is Spurs 1-1, 93rd minute, tack down the bottom, plays it in, opens up his body, and Moses Simon finishes into the top corner. I was absolutely dancing around the living room on that one. A definite like shout out loud moment. Again, another example of the pace of Moses Simon to break through the defence there and again finish tidily into the bottom corner. Now this one is a little clip coming up showing a very cheeky goal from Liverpool. On world class, they are world class. It's just really difficult to get near them. And here, balls plays in. Wilson, cheeky little flick up around my defender and turning David Platt style volley into the corner of the net. Just nothing I can do about that whatsoever. Again, another class goal from Brewster. He's really coming of age and being my man this season. Absolutely amazing solo goal to jink past several defenders and finish tidily there. Now this is Carl Schinkel, youth player that I've had on my books for the last couple of years. Signed him as a 16-year-old, developing him. He's still only 70 rated, but that's because I've not sent him out on loan. I've been developing him. There was him scoring in a Champions League match against Besiktas, and here Pepe slides the ball to him for him to get his third and a Champions League hat-trick. Not bad at 18 years old. Here's just a little example of the superb presentation within the game. Obviously, the game's recognised that Schinkel's having an absolute stormer, and it's flashed up some graphics showing how he's been terrorising the defence. And here, it was just nice. It was just a little tug back foul. You very rarely ever see that in a certain other football game, so it's nice just to see the rules of the game being applied. Here again, Vinagre, new signing from Wolves, uses his pace inside to Chirivella, opens up his body, finesse shot, side foot planting right into the far corner. And this is just a quick clip showing us qualifying for the Champions League knockout stages, finishing runners-up in the group. There's still one game to play against Real Madrid, but if we beat them, we'll be level on points. But I think their goal difference is far superior. So yeah, finishing second, and it's good to qualify from the group at the first attempt, also whilst being on world-class level.